Welcome back to Indian Trace. This has been a lot of fun to go back in time, and I only have 3 years of time that I've been collecting. As you take a look at this layout, what you're seeing here is 1 inch to 1 1/4 that find their place for varying in different types of material here in eastern North Carolina. I am going to give you a close-up. It's funny. Some people really like big arrowheads, and some people really like small ones. This is going to be a small one. All of these here in this lineup. Wait till you see the close-up. You're going to flip out. These are stellar. Of course, for those of you new, you've been seeing this lately because I made a couple displays. This here is where I keep them safe. All those up there. Look at this compartment here. I left one in there. It's a good arrowhead. Look at that little guy down there if I can get a focus on it. One for good measure. They all came out of this small bin right here. All of them. And there's more room. Craziness. Craziness. Tackle box. I'd like to share that just because I know somebody else might be in the same position I am in terms of a safe place to keep them. Anyway, I'm fumbling around here. Indian Trace is a place that you can come and check out artifacts from eastern North Carolina, but also hear a little bit here and there just about the people. Because to me, looking at this, it's about the people. Looking at this, there are some woodland puts here. Of course, there are some archaic and early archaic, so you're spanning thousands of years when you see these things. Wow. I haven't seen some of these in some couple years, because they go into that little bin and we just keep moving forward, all of us, don't we? I mean, we're going to look at them all. I mean, for example, this point right here is fairly new. Fairly new. And I don't even know if I have another one here that's fairly new at all. Just the size and the feel go into that box. So let's go ahead and start here before I lose all the good natural light. And take a look at these. And I have told myself just to be a little more quiet on this, not talk all the time. You guys have given some great shout-outs for the other display videos, but those of you who are new really haven't seen this stuff. And it's tough with videos to go back in time with folks. I think you'll really appreciate these. Now remember, these are all 1 inch, or 1 1/4 inches, or a little less than 1 inch, but right around that, which is really cool. You can see the section of my finger is about 1 inch. And I'm taking a close look at them too because I hadn't seen them in a while, and sometimes, you know, it's important to get back to your collection and take a breath. And we're in a drought, it seems like, in North Carolina here, and the crops are full, coming to fruition. Sweet potatoes completely cover the fields, and tobacco's tough with its resin. You can forget it once beans get mature, kidney beans or whatever they are. I don't know what kind of beans they are, but they are beans. Look at these points. These are points that you're looking at that made my display box on Indian Trace. They might be displayed a different way in coming time. Man, look at the time. I wonder if I'm going to get through these. I just don't want to take too little time, but just to give you an idea of some of the feel and the reason as to why I might have gone ahead and put them in there instead of giving them away. As many of you know, I give away a lot of stuff, but there's a lot that I keep. Some of you have said, don't you keep anything? Well, look at all this stuff. I mean, one bin, and you're looking at all these arrowheads with room to spare that fit in there. I think natural light's doing me well tonight. Incredible. Here's one that came from the Lookout, really great point. Mecca, varying materials. Now you can see there's a lot of different types of rhyolite here in this part of the collection. That's another way I separate them out. Unique point, don't find them like that with the base that often. I think here with this straight ground base like this, or it's a sturdy point, real strong point. I've always liked that point. I think that's a woodland. Of course, here's a strongly archaic point. Came from right down the road. This came from the Cascade where I was at the other day, and Pulled a bunch of pottery off of the site this came from. Nice, huh? Now as we move to the last row, check this out. This came from far and away. Look at it real close. Something was going on with those two bottom notches. I guess they were just finding something that worked for them. A nice point here that came from where my boys play soccer, right near there. Look at this thing and look at the materials of this. All really great size, really great colors. This came from Saponi. This right here came from a new site, Ravona, this year. B&B field over next to Mecca. Again, that's a blackish, variating sort of flint. Really great stuff. That point's always been a favorite. If I can see the back side of it, we can get a look at with the light. It is, whoops, every bit of the tip there. When it's hidden in the shadow, it's hard to tell. But nice point. And then this one, second to last, was just a great point. And a nice little, everybody likes a notch point, traditional sort of arrowhead shape in rhyolite. It was just the right size and the right feel, so I put it with this part of the collection. So everybody, I encourage you to find some great books and study the people that made all these, because it's made these artifacts, look at that, I get my focus going, these artifacts so much better and so much more worthwhile to me. But anyway, I guess that's how you cut it. I wanted to just show you those close up. Singular part of the collection, but worthwhile. And as we take a look at those, I just wanted to thank you for tuning into Indian Trace. Hope you find out there.